Hello, good evening, everyone. Thank you for tuning in tonight for the in practice. Tonight we work on the upper body. We work on the heart and the lungs meridian lines. So the heart and meridian lines, we seldom work on the upper body. Very rare. So the heart and lungs meridian lines, they actually run along our front of the chest and you run along the inner side of our arms. Okay, so it starts from the center, and then it branches out onto both our inner arms, and then it will end on at our fingertips. Okay, so the front of our arms are the in meridian lines, and the back of our arms are the yang meridian lines. So this evening we work on the lungs and heart, and they are the lines that run at the front. Okay, so actually if you have a chance to take a look at this mannequin, if you next time come to the studio, you will realize that there are actually three lines running in the inner arms. But we generally categorize them into the heart and lungs because the lines are namely the lungs, the pericardium, and then the heart. So according to Chinese medicine, there is this wrapping that's wrapping around the heart. We call it the pericardium. So it is lungs, pericardium, and heart. So in general, it's just lung and heart. It governs our respiration, lungs, and circulation, which is our heart. Okay, so that is the main practice that we're going to do this evening. Okay, so can I invite you to come to a comfortable seated position? You might need a cushion to slightly elevate your sitting bone. I strongly encourage you to elevate your sitting bone. It makes a big difference for you to elongate your spine. And then gently rest the palm onto the knees, onto the thigh. Keep your eyes open. Take a few inhale and exhale. And with each exhale breath, lengthen the exhale breath. And slowly allow the eyelid to be heavy and gently close the eyes. Just taking a few breaths here, preparing the body and the mind, ready for the practice. Acknowledging that our body and mind is not a switch that we can turn on and off instantly. It takes some time for our mind to quiet, our breath to slow down a little bit. So take a few moments to notice how are you inhaling and exhaling. Ground the sitting bone, the lower body, softening the facial muscle, your eyeballs, your jaws and your tongue. Just think of relaxing. Just think of letting go with every exhale breath. After a few exhale breaths, when your body gets more and more heavy, focus on the spine and use the inhale breath to elongate the spine towards the crown. So use the breath, lift the spine up, but keeping the shoulders still heavy Your facial muscles still relaxed. So don't be too eager to lift the spine. Let the lifting sensation be natural. Let the lifting sensation be supported by your inhale breath. It is different from tensing your back and sitting upright like a statue. The body is 80% relaxed, soft, back, shoulders soft. But you invite the in-breath to lift the body up towards the crown and the crown towards the ceiling. You start to embrace the in-breath and out-breath. You notice the breath flowing in through the nostril. You notice the breath flowing out of the nostril. And once you have set up the structure for this sit-up practice, notice how the body responds to the in-breath and the out-breath. Notice the quality of the breath. So tonight we work on the heart. So can I ask you to bring your awareness to the center of your torso, the sternum, the heart center. So as you inhale, you feel the heart center radiating out, expanding the chest. As you exhale, you soften the heart. If it helps, you can visualize that there is a lotus flower in the middle of your heart. And as you inhale, you use your breath to open and blossom that lotus flower in the heart. And as you exhale, you allow the heart to soften. Just a few more breaths here. Gently press the palms together in front of your heart. Rub the palms together. Feel the warmth in the palm. Gently press the palm to your eyes. Take a deep inhale. As you exhale, very slowly move the palm away. Gently open your eyes. Namaste. Okay, so we do some forearm stretch. That is the inner side of your arm. So you are still in the seated position. And then you gently place the palm down with the wrist facing the front. So you are in this position. You might want to lift your butt up a little bit. And then as you exhale, you gently allow the butt to sink down. So your butt might not touch the floor. The target area now is the front of your forearms, at the front here, at the front here. But if your butt is all the way down and you still don't feel anything, then of course you come slightly higher, place the wrist down first, and then you slowly lean back. The idea is not to sit the butt back. The idea is to feel the passive stretch at the inner side of your arm. So take a few breaths here. Ground the wrist, this two bony structure onto the floor. Spread your fingers as wide as possible. Press the knuckle onto the floor. So the 5 knuckles plus the 2 wrist bone, they should be on the floor. Fingers spread out like you're doing downward facing dog, the other way around. And then you relax the forearm and you allow the butt to lean back and you allow that passive stretch to happen at the inner side of the arm. So this is helpful for friends who are on the mouse the whole day. It helps to stretch the forearm. It helps to stretch out the nerves at the forearm. And this is a good stretch to prevent carpal tunnel. A few more breaths here. One more breath. Lean the body back a little bit, but without lifting the wrist bone. Okay, slowly release. Take your time. Slowly release. Okay. Then you come onto your knees. Come onto the knees. We stretch the outer arm a little bit. So you are now onto the back of your palm. Your wrist is down. The palms are facing up. Come onto your knees. Okay, so first thing you do is to bend your elbow and then you clench your fist. So you clench your fist, make the fist tight, but press the entire back of your wrist onto the mat. So you are doing this. Clench your fist, rest the back of the palm down. Do not release the fist, keep clenching, keep pressing the back of the fist onto the mat, and then you slowly straighten your elbow. You might not fully straighten the elbow, it's perfectly fine. The idea is not to straighten the elbow. Once you try to straighten, you will feel a stretch around the arm, the outer side of your forearm. And that is the purpose. The purpose is not to straighten the elbow. A few breaths here. You must press the back of the palm onto the mat and you are clenching your fist. The moment you let go of your fist, the stretch will disappear. Now slowly bend the elbow again. You'll find that the stress disappear. Open up your wrist, relax a bit, move the fingers. One more time. Clench the fist, press the back of the fist down. And then without releasing the fist, you are going to slowly straighten the elbow. Once you feel the strain on the outer side of your forearms, that's about it. And then stay there. Please breathe. Please breathe. And for those after a while can further straighten, please go ahead and then let go. Okay, we're just going to move the wrist, shake it out, shake it out. Interlace your fingers, and then you do this, and then you do this, you do this, and then you do this. Okay, this is a time where you might need a little strap. So we are coming to Malasana, a squatting pose. So for those who can squat naturally, please come to squatting. But if you have difficulty squatting, take a stool, take a few books, take any supporting structure, and then so that you can sit on it, or you can sit on it. Okay, so you are squatting, you might need a support, you might not need a support. Okay, have a strap nearby or a hand towel in case you need it. So what you're going to do is you are going to your right arm inside of your right knee or the right thigh. The right palm is on the floor for the current moment. Take an inhale, and then you extend the left arm up towards the ceiling. Feel the stretch along the inner side of your left arm. We're going to do 3 movements. Try to open the torso, feeling the stretch around the front of your left chest and the inner side of your left arm. Exhale, come down. Inhale, open. You can turn and look towards your left fingertips. And then exhale, come down. The last one. The next time you inhale, slowly open the front of your left chest. Keep turning. You can use your right arm to push against the inner thigh to help create that torso twist. One more inhale here. The next time you exhale, bend the left elbow, go behind your back, and see if you can catch hold of the right palm. So this is a time where you might need a strap. So I'm going to provide a few options. Option 1, you do this. For those who can do this, you open the front of your left chest towards the side. That's where we're going to open. If you can't hold your palms together, I'm going to turn my back to you. So if you can't hold the palms together, that's where you might take a strap and then you do this. This is also possible. You can do that. If this is very difficult and strenuous for you, okay, you can just do this. Press the palm on the floor and press the arm at the back. So you do not need to catch anything. Okay, so there are 3 options. You can catch hold of opposite fingers, hold on to the strap, or you just simply rest the right palm down and then have your left arm at the back without holding on to the right palm. You can catch hold of your t-shirt or your pants or anything to keep the left arm towards the back. The main target area is the front of your left chest, the pec group, pectoris group. Okay, that is where the starting point of your lungs, pericardium, and heart meridian line is starting from, the middle of our body. So I think I mentioned this before in 1 or 2 classes earlier. Whenever we work the upper body, we tend to be a little bit aggressive. Very different compared to when we work the legs, the hip, and our hamstring. We get a little bit more settled and grounded. But whenever we work the upper body like shoulders, chest, twist, we tend to be very aggressive and we want to do more. We tend to grip tighter. So just take note of how you're approaching this pose. The moment you open your left shoulder towards the back, you're already creating this stretch along the front of your left chest. So that's good enough. You don't need to overdo it. So there are two main target areas in this posture. One is the inner thigh, the groin, and you feel a subtle stretch around your gluteus muscle because you are squatting. And then the upper body, the stress area is the front of the left chest. Very slowly release, and then slowly come back. You're still in squatting. You extend your arm forward. Without moving your feet, you are just walking with your fingertips and trying to come forward. You won't stay for long. You'll just stay here for a few breaths, releasing the left shoulder. If you are starting to feel the stress in your glutes and you start to get uncomfortable, please grab a couple of books to sit on it or take a yoga block to sit on it. You will still feel the inner thigh and groin even if you are sitting on something. One more breath. Okay, move the left arm towards the side. Press the left palm down. Have your left elbow inside of your left thigh. We're going to do 3 rounds. The next time you inhale, extend the right arm up towards the back. Look at your fingertips. One more inhale. Exhale. Slowly move the right arm down, back. Second round, inhale. Open the front of your right chest. And then slowly come back down. Last one, inhale. And then slowly bend the right elbow, reach the right arm towards the back. And you decide the variation you want to take for this posture. We're going to stay here for 2.5 minutes. Okay, so you either catch hold of your fingers, you can. If not, take a strap. If not, keep your left palm onto the floor and you are just grabbing your t-shirt or the inner thigh using your right palm. So you choose a variation. So with each inhale breath, you can still lengthen the spine towards the crown. With each exhale breath, you think of broadening the front of your right chest. Use less of a brute force. Use more of your breath. You feel that if you breathe mindfully through the area, the body actually responds to the breath. And the breath can help deepen the posture instead of you using the strength to open the body. One more breath. The next time you exhale, slowly release. Have your palms towards the front. And then just allow the body to lean forward. One more breath. Okay, the next time you exhale, slowly push yourself up. If you're sitting on a block, please come down. We're going to do a rebound pose by lying down. Okay, so we're going to do recline butterfly pose. So you lie down onto the back. You might feel a little bit sore around your lower back after the long malasana, squatting pose. Have your sole of the feet together. Relax the knees. And then rest the palm onto your belly, or you have your arms alongside, or you can rest the palm lightly on the inner thigh. For friends with knee high up, do not let the knees just hang because you might feel really uncomfortable if you have really tight inner thigh. Just grab two blocks and then rest the block or cushion along the outer side of your thighs. Give it some support. So it's not true that once we support the thigh, we no longer stress the groin and the inner thigh. Okay, so you adjust how much you want to support. The next time you inhale, very slowly lift the arm up overhead. and rest the back of your wrist onto the floor. If it is painful for the shoulders for you to have your arms overhead, you can bend your elbows to 90 degrees to form a cactus arm. So you either form a cactus arm where your elbows are bent 90 degrees, or you can straighten your arm and rest the back of the wrist onto the floor. And once your arms are lifted and resting at the back, you start to be able to feel and access the breath through the center of your chest. So each time you inhale, you feel that you're inhaling through the center of your chest expanding. And each time you exhale, you relax the lower back, the groin, and the knees. So let the breath be natural. You do not need to purposely pump the breath through the chest. That's not the intention. The intention is just to bring our awareness to the heart. As you inhale, you feel the subtle expansion. With each exhale, you relax the belly, the groin, and you relax the armpit. So this posture should be comfortable. This posture should be relaxing. The stress in this posture should be subtle. It shouldn't be so strong that it's disturbing your mind and your breath. If you feel that your knees start to tremble, most likely you need something to support the outer thigh. We have 5 more breaths. Very slowly, the next time you inhale, move your arms back to the front. Use your palm to support your outer thigh. Very slowly move the knees together. And then straighten your legs one after the other. You come to a resting pose. Relax both legs. Rest the palm on the belly or alongside the body. And just witness the rebounds of this reclined butterfly pose. Okay, very, very slowly bend your knees one at a time. Roll yourself to one side and then slowly push yourself back up. So we come to the next pose. To open up our front of our body, we come to melting heart pose. Okay, so if your knees are sensitive, please pat your knees, or you just double roll your mat so that your knees are not onto the hard floor. Keep your butt directly on top of your knees. You rest the palm onto the floor, and then you slowly walk your arms forward. So for some people, this might be the furthest you can go. And if that's the case, don't need to force yourself down. Bend one of the elbow, and then you just rest the forehead onto the forearm. This is good enough. Okay, but for those who can go deeper without moving your butt forward, but keeping your butt on top of your knees, and you slowly slide your arm forward, and you might rest the forehead onto the floor. You might rest the chin onto the floor. You might rest the chest onto the floor. So there are many variations depending on the range of motion of your thoracic spine. So do not push in this posture. It is perfectly fine for you to bend one of the arm and just rest the forehead onto the arm. The main idea here, you should not feel that you are kneeling and all the weight is on the knees. You should be able to feel that the heart center is able to sag downward towards the mat, and thus the name melting heart pose. You feel that as you relax, the heart start to melt lower and lower, and that is the sternum, the heart center, that's coming closer and closer to the mat. Whether it moves physically, it doesn't matter. You should feel the stress in the area as you relax in the posture. That's more important. Okay, so acknowledge the limitation of your thoracic spine. There's nothing wrong if you can't touch the chest onto the mat. And then feel the stretch along the armpit, the front of your arm. That's where the lungs, heart, and pericardium lines are running. So as you stay still in this posture, check how is your body responding to the breath. Where is the breath moving the body? Most likely you will feel the breath along your upper lungs, around your back. So think of inhaling through the center of your back, the center of your scapula. You feel the breath moving the chest, and with each exhale breath, you relax the point in the middle of the two scapula. You relax the back of the shoulders. So you inhale, feel the breath flowing through the armpit, opening the shoulders, and with each exhale breath, you think of relaxing the back and you allow the heart to be heavy. So for those who are bending one of the arm to rest your forehead, please bend the other arm. So you just straighten one arm and you bend the other. For those with both arms straightened, just go ahead and continue to stay in this posture without moving. With each exhale breath, focus on relaxing the heart, but not moving your butt forward. If you keep moving the butt forward, very soon your whole belly will be on the floor, and you defeat the purpose on opening the chest. Okay, so you keep the butt upright at the highest point, and you think of the chest, the heart center that's coming down towards the mat. We have 5 more breaths. Very, very slowly, especially for those who are going really deep into this posture, press onto the palm and slowly bring yourself back up, everyone. And once you are back up, slowly move your butt towards the heel. And we are coming to a rebound child's pose. If you can, if it's not too uncomfortable, bring the knees together in this rebound pose. Have your arms pointing towards the back alongside your shin. Rest the head down. You can turn to one side or you can rest onto the forehead. And you allow the upper shoulders to round. So if you can, have the knees together. If it's really uncomfortable for you, you can have the knees slightly apart. The main idea is to round the upper shoulders and just relax the arm. Feel the rebounds of this melting heart pose. For those who are turning your head to one side, please turn the head to the other side. Breathing in through the shoulders. Breathing out, relaxing your arms. Breathing in the shoulders. Breathing out, relaxing the body. The next time you inhale, slowly move your arm below your shoulders and then slowly push yourself up. Okay, so we're going on to the next shoulder opener. Okay, so you're coming onto the belly. You're coming onto the belly. I'm going to show you in this angle so it's easier for you to see it. Okay, so you have your left arm towards the side and you rest the front of your left shoulder down. Both of your legs are straight. your left arm is on the floor straight, and make sure that your left arm is 90 degrees to the body. So do not have your left arm at an angle. It should be 90 degrees to the body. Rest the right palm onto the floor. Bend your right knee. And then as you exhale, you swing over and you step the right foot behind your left knee. You can rest the head onto the floor. You can continue to rest the right fingertips onto the floor. We continue to open the front of your chest and the inner arms. So from now onward, you do not move your left arm. You're creating a lot of stress at the front of your left shoulders. So we do not need to move it. We just focus on relaxing the left arm. Now bring your awareness to your left butt and your right butt. I'm quite sure your left butt is on the floor. Your left leg is straightened. Your right knee is bent. You're stepping onto the right foot. And your right butt is way high up above the floor. So what I need you to do now is to gently lift your left butt up and move your left butt towards the left. Move the left butt towards the left. Walk a little bit towards the left. The main idea is to give space for the right butt to sit down. The right butt might not touch the floor. It's perfectly fine. The idea here is to move the left butt towards the left to create this twist, to allow the right butt to sink downward. The more you move the left butt towards the left, the more you allow the right butt to sink. Some of you might be able to bend your left knee as well. You might choose to step both feet onto the floor. If you can't have both feet onto the floor with the knees facing the ceiling, it's fine. You can bend the right knee and rest the left foot on the inside of your right thigh. So any variation of the left leg is an option. You can totally keep the left leg straight if you already feel a lot on the front of your left chest and the inner side of your left arm. And if you stay here long enough, you might start to feel a slight tingling sensation along your left inner arm to your left fingertips. It should not be intense. You should not feel numb. If you feel numb, you can't feel your fingers anymore, you should come up from the posture to take a rest because blood couldn't be transported to the fingertips. But if you just feel a slight tingling sensation, that's because of some pressure pressing onto the front of the shoulders. It's fine. Each inhale and exhale, breathe through the front of your left chest.
The moment you bring your awareness to the front of your left chest, your breath will follow. You feel that with each inhale breath, you are expanding the left chest with breath. With each exhale breath, you soften. 3 more breaths. Very, very slowly, you straighten your left leg, if your left leg is bent, and then slowly make your way back to lie on the belly. Keep your left arm extending towards the left. So don't move the left arm back. You are just rolling back to the belly. You can bend your right arm to rest the forehead onto the right upper arm or forearm. And then just keep the left arm relaxed in this manner. And stay here for a few breaths. Feel the rebounds of the left arm. Okay, the next time you inhale, slowly move the left arm back alongside the body. You're still on your belly. You extend your right arm out. So check that the right palm is facing down and your right arm is 90 degrees to the body. Make an effort to make it 90 degrees. Left palm onto the floor. Bend the left knee. And the next time you inhale, lift the left knee up. And then swing the left foot towards the back and rest the left foot behind the right knee. And then stay here for a while. Don't be too eager to deepen the posture. Check how is your right arm doing the front of your right chest. So this variation might be the pose for you. You do not need to move anymore. Okay, so for those who want to deepen the posture, first you lift your butt up, right butt that's on the floor, lift the butt up and move the butt towards the right. So you keep walking the right butt towards the right without moving your arm, so that you can rest the left butt down. You are creating a deeper and deeper twist by moving your right butt towards the right to allow the left butt to sink downward. At all times, do not move your right arm. If you experience pain in the right arm, do not deepen the pose anymore. Okay, our shoulders is a very shallow joint. We do not want to create unnecessary stress to the shoulders, and we do not want to feel intense pain in the shoulders. Okay, you can keep your right leg straightened, or you can bend the right knee and face the right knee towards the ceiling, or you can take the right foot and rest the right foot on the inner side of your left thigh, like a half lotus pose, and you stay in this posture. So there are 3 variations you can take for the legs. Straight legs for the right leg, Right knee towards the ceiling or right foot on the inner side of your left thigh. Each inhale, inhale through your right chest. Each exhale, relax the body. Keep sensing how is your right arm doing. Please come out from the posture if you experience pain or you feel total numbness on your right arm. If you just feel some pin and needles, it's fine. Relax the shoulders. Try to explore how you can use your breath to bring some ease into this posture. Five more breaths. One more breath. So as you come out from the posture, keep your right arm there. Slowly straighten your right leg. Roll yourself back onto the belly. Bend your left arm. You can rest the forehead onto the left arm. Keep your right arm straightened. And feel the rebounds of this pose. Very slowly, the next time you inhale, move the arms back to the body and you roll over and you rest on the back. So we're coming to a twisted root pose. So you bend your knees towards the ceiling. Cross the right knee on top of the left knee. If you can do eagle legs, please go ahead and cross the right ankle around the left calf. If you can't, it's perfectly fine to just cross once. So the first thing to take note is you lift your butt up and you shift the butt towards the right. So the butt is not at the center, the butt is up, and you shift the butt towards the right. Next, you extend your right arm towards the side, your palms facing up. So right arm towards the side, palm facing up. Take an inhale. The next time you exhale, you drop both knees towards the left. But take note, as you drop the knees towards the left, do not let the right shoulders lift off the mat. Okay, so the focus is on the right shoulder. Right shoulder is on the mat still. The right arm is to the right, palm facing up. You can relax the fingers and you allow the knees to drop to the left. So if your knees can't touch the floor, please grab something, cushion, block, anything to support any part of your right leg. So your right leg should not be dangling in the mid-air. Your right leg should be supported. So if your right shoulder is on the floor and the arm extended towards the side, palm facing up, you can turn your head towards the left. You might start to feel the same area, the stretch along the front of your chest, along the inner arms, to the palm, and all the way to the tip of the fingers. That's exactly where the lungs and the heart, pericardium lines runs in our body. You can rest your left palm on the knees, on the thigh, or you can rest the left palm slightly on the outer hip. Some people like something onto the right thigh to give that weightiness downward. But remember, do not compromise on the heaviness of the right shoulders by the twisting too much to the left. So you keep the right shoulder down. The twist is secondary. Feel the passive stretch along the inner side of your right arm. Feel free to turn your head towards the left. That will increase the sensation along the front of your right arm. If you start to feel giddy by turning the head to the left, no problem, just turn the head and face the ceiling. Each inhale breath, direct the breath to the front of your chest. Each exhale breath, relax the belly, allow the knees to be heavy. Do not tense up the shoulders. Keep the right shoulders passive. You're merely using the breath to bring the awareness to the front of your right chest. One more breath. Very slowly, with the help of a left palm, the next time you inhale, bring both knees back to the center. Uncross the leg, straighten the leg for a quick rebound. Feel the sensation along the front of your right arm. One more breath. Very slowly, bend your knees one at a time. Bend your knees one at a time. This time round, cross the left knee on top of the right knee. For those who can do eagle legs, please go ahead and do the eagle legs. Lift the butt up, move the butt towards the left. Move the butt a lot to the left, okay, so that the twist can be a little bit more intense, okay. Take an inhale, stretch the left arm out towards the side, left arm out towards the side, palm facing up, allow the fingers to curl naturally, ground the left shoulder onto the floor. Do not lift up the left shoulders. Take an inhale. The next time you exhale, drop both knees to the right. So allow the knees to drop, but watch the left shoulder. Don't let the shoulder come up. And if that's the maximum you can go without letting the left shoulder lift off the mat, grab a block or anything to support the legs. Rest the right palm on the knees or on the thigh. Spending a few breaths here. Feeling the body in the posture. Make any adjustment that you need to make this posture more comfortable. For those who can, you can turn and drop your head towards the right. If you feel giddy, turn the head and face the ceiling. 5 more breaths. With the help of your right palm, very slowly move the knees back to the center. Uncross your leg, straighten your legs. Move both arms alongside the body, palm facing up. Make yourself comfortable in this final resting posture. Spend some time witnessing the rebounds along your left arm, or perhaps the lower back and the left outer thigh. Each exhale breath, relax the groin, the legs, the feet and the toes. We work the upper body quite a bit this evening. Just scan around the upper body to see if there are any lingering sensation. Using your exhale breath, further relax the 2 shoulder blades onto the mat. Try not to hold any tension on the shoulders. Relax the side of your neck, the throat, your jaws, facial muscle, your eyes and your forehead. Slowly deepen your in-breath and your out-breath. Move your fingers, move the toes. Bend your knees one at a time.
As slowly as possible, roll the body to the left. With your eyes still closed, your mind still quiet, use your right palm, very slowly press yourself back up to any comfortable seated position. Rest the sitting bone onto the floor. Rest the palm onto the knees or thigh. Elongate the spine towards the crown. Bring awareness to the heart center again. With each inhale breath, expand the heart center, broadening the collarbone and the chest. With each exhale breath, soften the heart center. 2 more rounds on your own. Inhale, expand the chest. Gently press the palms together in front of your heart. Kindly acknowledge yourself for the time and effort put in to cultivate this mindful awareness of the breath, body, and mind. Gently rub the palms together, generating some heat in the palm. And then with some pressure, press the palm deep into your eyes. Give your eyes a massage. Your eyes have worked hard for you. Take a deep inhale. The next time you exhale, move the palm away. Gently open your eyes. Namaste. Thank you very much.